Right, now we're going to look at the B option. And B option is my preference, I suppose, because I'm so used to it from the other programs. And we'll do the same piece of the twig. I'll just split this. Now, with the B option, you make a zigzag. This is the highlighted node, so my next node has to be this side. And then this side. This side, this side. You work from side to side. But as you lay your nodes, you create your sewing angle. I'm not going to bother tidying these up, I'm just going to tell it generate. And there it is. I think it gives a more even distribution of the stitches following your angles. And that really is the only option in the B option. So I'm just going to tell that one delete. And now we'll look at the C option. Now, the C option is fantastic. Now, I want you to look up here and watch what happens there. If you know what you want in the way of thickness, once you've set your thickness, and that the thickness will be the distance between your first node and your second node. And here it is at 2.4 millimeters. So now I click in the center of my shape and I bring that down around to where I want it to reach. Now, when I want to move a node, it moves both sides together. You see that? Now, if I don't quite like that, I can now go and change this to A. And I can bring those end nodes to a different angle. I can also bring these nodes in without affecting the nodes on the other side. So it is quite a versatile tool. And a lot of people have problems with it. Which is a shame, because if you're doing a long shape and you want it an equal distance apart all the way down, and let's put this, well, we'll tell this finish object, well, we'll generate the stitches. There you go. We'll click off that, we'll go and pick it up again, and we'll go back to the C. And let's just make a shape. Now I need to split this, and I want my shape to be 3 millimeters apart. There we go. Exactly 3 millimeters. And I want to create a border around something. Okay, so now I want to just shape up my nodes, remembering that Whatever I do on one side affects the other side. And we can actually use that to our own benefit. Okay, and I'm going to tell that generate stitches. And there's that shape. And I know it's going to be 3mm wide all the way. I'm not going to deviate from 3mm. Now, should I want to taper the ends, I can just go into Edit, change this to A, meet these a little bit closer, come down to the end, and bring these in. And that has no effect on the rest of it. And then I've told that generate stitches. Let's lower the screen a bit. There you go, there's the whole shape. The whole of that is 3mm wide. Now I can think of a few places where that would come in handy. In a Celtic design, knowing that the nodes that you lay are all going to be an equal width the whole way. Doing a border. And anywhere where you require a given distance between one side and the other. So those are the three options that were offered inside of Embird's satin column tool. We get the same option or options inside of the weave fill. You have the A, B and C again. So the column tool is really quite a versatile tool, and the three options are fantastic. Okay, so that's looked at the column tool. And I'm not going to look at any of the other tools, because the column tool is normally the one that gives most people the biggest headache, which is a wee bit of a shame. But I think before we leave this, I'll go into one more thing, and I'm going to tell this stop. I'm going to go into this one, go into parameters, and look at the samples. Now at the moment it's using sample 1. It goes stitch, 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 stitch. All the needle penetrations happen on either side. If I come down to this one, it will now go stitch, stitch, stitch. I'm going to tell that generate stitches, and I have to show you this in 3D. There it is. Now I'm going to highlight this one and go into parameters. And let's look at a double set of nodes. That's an even one there, the 7. I tell that apply. Generate then. And there it is. Now before I leave this, I'm going to go back in again, parameters. Lots of people have asked me about the envelope. Is it feathering? No, it isn't. Okay. Envelope 2. Apply. Full stitch, half stitch, full stitch, half stitch, full stitch, half stitch. Can you see that? Envelope 3. Full stitch, third of a stitch, half a stitch, third of a stitch, full stitch. Apply. Oh, on 2. I didn't click it. 3. There it is. Little stitch, half stitch, full stitch. Little stitch, half stitch, full stitch. Little stitch, half stitch, full stitch. Okay, so let's look at envelope 4. It really doesn't look that different to envelope 3, but there will be a difference. There it is. Envelope 5. Apply. And that looks like a millipede. Oh, I didn't like those creatures. Not quite so many teeth along the combs. Apply. There we go. Now, feathering is a totally different creature. I'm going to tell this apply first. There it is, smooth. Maximum random broadening. Side 1 is the side with the Sputnik. 4 crosshairs coming out of the node. So I'm going to put it on side 1. I click on that and I'm going to tell it, give me plus 25. Apply. There it is. That's feathering. It extends the stitches by up to 25%. I can increase that, take it up to 75%. Tell that apply. I can take it down to a negative number. Minus 25. I'll tell that apply. And I can put it on whichever side I want. So that's the difference between the envelope and the feathering. Okay, I am going to tell that generate stitches and delete that one, delete that one, go back to normal because we need the image, and in the next video we will actually start digitizing. And making a few stitch choices. I'm just going to use obvious colours like green for leaves, and I don't know what colours yet for the flowers. But you make your own choices, and I want to use some of the things on offer inside of Embird. I'll see you in the next video.